Good evening, everyone. I'm Anupama Aisha, your host for this session. On behalf of Great Place to Work Institute India and Retailers Association of India, I would like to welcome you all to the Felicitation ceremony to honor India's best workplaces in retail 2021. Great Place to Work and RAI have been coming together for more than 5 years to recognize and honor the very best workplace cultures in the retail sector. Great Place to Work Institute is the global research and consulting authority on workplace culture that helps organizations identify, create, and sustain high trust, high performance culture at their workplaces. Every year, Great Place to Work Institute partners with more than 10,000 organizations across more than 62 countries and analyzes perspectives representing the voice of over 12 million employees around the world. In India, the Institute partners with around 1,000 organizations annually to work towards making India a great place to work for all. This year, the Institute studied 26 organizations in the retail sector, representing the voice of more than 1 lakh employees to identify India's best workplaces in retail 2021. In keeping with the times of changing business models, the Great Place to Work Institute has expanded the recognition to include retail e-commerce organizations this year. All the organizations being honored today are shining beacons creating high trust work cultures. We are looking forward to felicitating these inspiring organizations this evening. I would now like to invite Mr. Prasenjit Bhattacharya, CEO, Great Place to Work Institute India, to deliver the welcome address.
Good afternoon and welcome to this award event. This is amazing that we have been able to get so many of you to come, and the fact that you are here actually means that I need to congratulate you for more than one reason. Not only are you a great place to work, but you have survived and you have actually transformed your business to a large extent. People may not remember your predecessor, they may or may not remember your successor, but they will never forget what you did, and you did the right thing. And we were amazed and inspired by the stories that we heard about what all you did, because this study actually predates even COVID. So there were a lot of data that we had pre-COVID, and then post-COVID, we went back to many organizations. So fundamentally, one of the things which I realized is that the market that we had for employee experience, where the currency was career growth, has also changed significantly. And you are in the forefront of that change. And nothing can express it more succinctly than a young person who I spoke to, who had joined during the COVID period. And when I said, what makes this a great place to work? He said, back in college, I was paying to learn. And in the last 1 year, I feel my organization has paid me to learn. So I am really grateful for the opportunity that you gave us to recognize the good work that you are doing, and the companies who are being recognized today, they are in my mind, there is no doubt that they are going to be amazingly successful companies tomorrow as well. Welcome, and I look forward to the awards.
Thank you very much, Prasenjit. Next up, we have Great Place to Work, presenting the highlights of the study's findings conducted on the retail sector and learnings from the best workplaces. I would like to invite Ms. Wilma Mohapatra, Vice President of the Assessment and Recognition Practice at Great Place to Work, to present the study findings.
Thank you so much, Anupama, and a very good evening, everybody. The last 1 year has certainly been unprecedented times, and the best workplaces around every sector, I think, were definitely challenged. More so, the retail sector. The crisis certainly hit this sector the hardest, a highly people-intensive sector with a large population in the blue-collar category. This health crisis became more of a crisis of humanity. When the lockdown got announced, overnight businesses had to shut down. And for a lot of people, they were worried not just about their jobs, but they were actually worried about their livelihood, their ability to stay safe for both themselves and their family. It is in these times that the best workplaces really rose up when it came to creating a higher degree of trust between them and stakeholders like employees and customers. And the question we had when we looked at some of these best workplaces was, were they successful in creating and maybe even increasing trust in their organizations in such an extraordinary time? Well, we have been doing this assessment for nearly 9 years now when it comes to the retail sector, and of course, for more than 13 years in India. What does our data tell us in the time that happened prior to COVID? What you're seeing up here on the screen is actually the feedback from employees around this time last year, what we would have presented in the previous year's awards, where across the retail sectors we had studied in 2020, 88% said that it's a great place to work. 88% also said management was competent at running the business. And nearly 77% said that you could count on people within the organization to cooperate. We were really wondering what this year would bring to us. Would these numbers drop? Because as I spoke to many of the leaders from this organization, they honestly said, we did our hardest. Every attempt was definitely being made to ensure we were investing in our people, giving them confidence, trying to ensure that people are motivated and cared for. But the leaders were worried, saying, did we do enough, right? And what our study says is, we not just did enough, we did more than enough. In fact, even in a time of crisis, 88% are saying it's still a great place to work. And positive view of management has gone up, with 90% saying that they have even more faith in their leaders in being able to run the business. And certainly collaboration and camaraderie has increased too. So what has led to this? Across the board, the one thing we heard leaders talk about is really applying the employee is equal to customer mindset when it came to their people as well. All our retail organizations are very, very well versed when it comes to tuning in to customer needs, being agile enough to respond to changing preferences, and coming up with new and innovative ways to reach out to customers. They applied that mindset to employees today at a time when you pretty much had to throw out your old handbook of how you worked with people. With corporate staff working from home, and that too across the country, anywhere, with network, bad network, all sorts of situations, with a lot of companies struggling to help ensure that their blue collar workforce got safe passage home, and when they wish to return, could come back safely. Organizations really had to think of innovative ways to ensure that they took care of their employees, who in turn they knew would take care of their customers. So the three things we heard that the organizations had done to be able to sustain trust also happens to be a very simple 3C mantra: care, communication, and customer intimacy. And we've heard numerous stories of how companies have brought this alive. When it came to care, without a doubt, it was a number one priority for all the organizations when the pandemic hit. From ensuring they extended insurance coverage to providing employee counseling sessions and ensuring daily testing and financial aid, they went all out to ensure they showed care for their employees. One of the stories that stood out in my mind was when Tata Starbucks actually started paying out salaries twice in a month. That decision was being made to ensure their partners had liquidity at a time they needed most. They also began offering highly subsidized loan offers when it came to being able to buy two-wheelers to ensure safe passage for their employees to and from stores. And of course, on the other end of the scale, you had an organization like Metro Cash and Carry, who actually declared an exemplary service bonus to award their brave employees who were out there in the stores on the front lines, ensuring that they were delivering the essential services the country needed. Communication took up a high degree of precedence for all organizations. All the leaders realized they need to be present and visible more than before, and definitely increase their emphasis on being a strong listening organization. And there was multiple tools being employed, from one-on-one reach outs by leaders and HR teams to using pulse surveys and chatbots. Numerous methods were used for organizations to be able to hear from their people and to be able to talk to them. I recall Aditya Birla Fashions actually launching an entire campaign around COVID-19. They were well aware of the misconceptions that a lot of people held regarding the disease early on. And they wanted to ensure that the employees who had recovered from the disease and returned back to work felt welcome. So they celebrated every single employee who had recovered from COVID on individual campaigns to ensure that others heard their success stories and seen them as COVID heroes when they came back into office. Trust, intimacy as a goal led to a lot of innovation within the retail space. A lot of our traditional retail companies actually use this opportunity to pivot business models as well as add new business lines that were probably on the back burner so far while they were dealing with very, very successful traditional business success. Titan had actually done lakhs of empathy calls right at the beginning of the lockdown, where store employees reached out to lakhs of customers just to check in, how are they doing, and check in on their well-being. And it was very, very well received as a gesture of goodwill. Chroma, on the other hand, actually leveraged technology to launch the store at home concept, a video commerce line to ensure that to ensure that customers could log in and have an in-store experience from the comfort of their home. And Lightbite, for the very first time, forayed into cloud kitchens. This enabled them to still serve some of the delicious food to customers right in the comfort of their home. So the attempt to customer intimacy not only allowed a lot of organizations to still stay in touch with their customers, ensure their employees stayed in touch with their customers, but also created opportunities for innovation. And all of this was only possible because of the trust payoff. Great workplaces have been investing in creating high trust cultures for years. And this payoff was more visible today than ever before, where employees, out of the willingness of their own motivation, went out of their way for their company. What we see on the screen is a very straightforward analysis that contrasts employee feedback at the best workplaces in retail as against the rest. And it says in the top right block that 84% of employees from the best workplaces say it is not only a great place to work, but they see people putting in the extra effort to get the job done. A lot of the best workplaces are firmly sitting in the high trust, high performance zone. And how was this seen on ground? By stories that we heard from organizations that spoke of employees collaborating, coming together, going out of the way for the organization and customer. And one of the best stories that I've heard thus far was when 10,000 corporate employees at Flipkart came together virtually to pull off one of their best big billion days, where they delivered 50 million deliveries to their clients, to their customers. What a feat that was. 10,000 people working virtually to pull off that one goal. And on the other hand, I've heard stories from Puma, where an employee came up with the idea of saying, why don't we go to the customer if the customer can't come to us? And out of that was born the idea of pop-up stores set up in the premise of societies and communities, where the customers could come to a store close to them in safety and shop. Stories like this of employees stretching themselves for the organization, for their customers, just goes off to show that the best workplaces who have been investing in years in creating a high trust culture certainly realize the benefits this year. And congratulations to all of you for not just surviving the crisis, but actually using this opportunity to thrive. And I look forward to each of you continuing to stay these beacons of hope, beacons of inspiration, and high trust, high performance cultures in the years to come. Thank you very much. Over to you, Anupama.
Thank you, Vilma, for the valuable insights. It was truly inspiring to hear how the best workplaces lived the mantra of employee equal to customer in these trying times. Ladies and gentlemen, the most awaited moment is here. Please put your hands together for India's best workplaces in retail 2021 as we felicitate the winners in alphabetical order. Please give it up for Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail Limited. I now invite Jacob John, President, Premium Brands Madura at Aditya Birla, to say a few words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for this great award. I'm extremely delighted to receive this award on behalf of our company. These are really trying times, so definitely an honor of such an importance, and for us to be recognized in the best companies in retail in India in our first year of participation itself. It is a testimony of our excellent people and performance culture that we have built over the years that enables trust, care, development, and growth of our employees. More importantly, this recognition comes to us from our 40,000 employees who work across stores, factories, and corporate offices. Thank you, ABFRL team. We're extremely proud of this award, and we hope to build more on it. Thank you all.
Thank you, Jacob. Let's put our hands together for Cinepolis India Private Limited. I now invite Javier Sotomayor, MD Asia and Middle East Cinepolis, to say a few words.
So hi, everyone. First of all, I think placing us amongst India's best workplace year 2021.
Thank you, Javier. Next up is Elka Cosmetics Private Limited. I now invite Rohan Wazir General Manager India of Elka Cosmetics, to say a few words.
Hi, good evening, and again, thank you first and foremost, and I hope you are all well and safe. Again, truly an honor. And at the Estee Lauder companies, we truly believe in the power of workplace culture, employee-first policies to create and empower a nurturing environment that really drives creativity, growth, and development. We're so proud to be recognized by the Great Places to Work for this amazing award. And this is really for all our employees, and we're committed to continue to their well-being, fostering culture of learning and growth for all our teams. So thank you again very much.
Thank you, Rohan. Please give it up for Infinity Retail Limited. I now invite Joe Chaco, Chief Human Resources and Organizational Learning at Infinity Retail, to say a few words.
Hi. So thank you, Great Place to Work and RIFE for this wonderful recognition. Delighted to be recognized once again and being recognized among India's best place to work in the retail sector. This year was particularly challenging with several constraints that we faced. Our people, including our security staff, housekeeping staff, went beyond the call of the duty to serve the customer. We accept this honor as a recognition for the exemplary work our colleagues in the retail stores have been delivering to create everyday brighter experience. Thanks once again, Great Place to Work and RIFE for this wonderful recognition. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Let's put our hands together for Lightbite Foods Private Limited. I now invite Sushmita Khare, Chief People Officer at Lightbite Foods, to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. And thank you, all my favorites at Great Place to Work, for bestowing such a honorable award to us. This is definitely a great motivational boost for all of us in Lightbite Foods, especially after struggling through the whole unfortunate pandemic crisis. Well, this award is definitely an assurance and affirmation that we are going in the right path, and we're taking care of our employees, our customers, and you are assuring us time to time. And thank you so much for this. And I, on behalf of Lightbite Foods, I thank you all. And it has been possible thanks to my leadership team at the Lightbite Foods and the whole team workforce which is behind working for us, and they're trying their hard to give us the best possible position in terms of our business plans. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sushmita. Next up is Marks and Spencer Reliance India Private Limited. I now invite Mukta Nakra, Head of Human Resources and Sustainability at Marks and Spencer Reliance, to say a few words.
Thank you so much, GPTW, for this recognition. This is a huge affirmation of our efforts in ensuring our people-first culture is lived every day. Our colleagues make us who we truly are, and this recognition empowers our efforts to continue to invest in the well-being and career of all our colleagues at M&S so they can continue to make their mark. A huge thank you to all of you for making us who we are, and thank you for this recognition once again.
Thank you, Mukta. Please give a huge round of applause for Metro Cash and Carry India. I now invite Uday Khanna, Director, Human Resources, to say a few words. Uday? Moving on. Please give it up for Puma Sports India Private Limited. I now invite Shruti Mishra, Head of Retail HR, Puma Sports, to say a few words.
Hi, thank you, Anupma, and thank you to Great Places to Work for this prestigious award, accepting this recognition on behalf of the entire Puma family. This is a recognition for all our employees who have braved all odds during the tough and trying times, who have gone beyond the call of duty at the stores and at our offices and have upheld and demonstrated the Puma values. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Shruti. Let's put our hands together for Tata Starbucks Private Limited. I now invite Naveen Gurnani, CEO of Tata Starbucks, to say a few words.
Hey everybody, can you hear me?
Yes, Naveen.
Cool. Well, thank you to Great Places to Work for this honor once again. I humbly accept it on behalf of each and every partner here at Starbucks. For us, the partner experience, partner as in all our employees, the partner experience is at least as important, if not more important, than the customer experience. We take care of our partners, and the partners in turn take care of our customers every single day. And this year, of course, presented some unique opportunities and responsibilities to us. But our culture has been partner-centric and been a great place to work for a while. So again, thank you very much. And this sort of a validation encourages us to continue to do more and more in this regard. Thank you.
Thank you, Naveen. Congratulations to our next winner, Titan Company Limited. I now invite Raj Narayan R, EVP and CHRO, Titan Company Limited, to say a few words.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much, GPTW, for this recognition. It's indeed an honor and privilege to receive this on behalf of all my colleagues. This, I would say, is a testimony of our philosophy of unconditional positive regard for people. And during these trying times, we've seen people coming together, innovating, reaching out to customers, and reaching out to each other. And I think the fundamental principles of care, concern, collaboration, and therefore success coming from that was really visible. Thank you very much for this honor. We're deeply humbled by this and look forward to a long association with GPTW going forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Raj Narayan. This year, we have seen an uptick in the companies in the e-commerce space who undertook the Great Place to Work assessment. It is our pleasure to introduce our first edition of recognition to the top 3 best workplaces in retail e-commerce. Let's give it up for Big Basket. I now invite Hari Menon, CEO of Big Basket, to say a few words.
Thanks so much. Great Place to Work. This is truly an honor, and I personally feel very good about this because people, is the most important thing for us in this company. This is testimony to the entire team that really stood up during the pandemic And there is so much I've talked about, so much I've said about this, but essentially, the way we delivered and were able to get food and essentials to our customers was essentially thanks to all the employees, of Big Basket. And this award actually is to them, is dedicated to them for having stood up against all the odds during the pandemic and delivered. So thank you again. I thank my people, and thanks, Great Place to Work. It's a great honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Hari. Before we move ahead, I'd like to invite Uday Khanna, Director, Human Resources of Metro Cash and Carry India, once again to say a few words.
Hi, good evening all. I think I would say it's an honor to be certified again by Great Places to Work yet again for fourth, fifth time now. So really feel honored to get this award on behalf of Metro family. I can only say that whatever Vilma said, that's only part of it. A lot of things which Metro did, not only for its people, but the people, how they helped the millions of the Kirana owners to really work through the pandemic was the biggest achievement which I can share with the entire team. We keep our employees at the center of whatever we do. And there's a saying in us in Metro where we say, we grow our people to grow our business. And it proved to be really true, especially during the pandemic. And this recognition by the Great Places to Work, it helps us to cement those efforts and really take them to the next level. My gratitude and thanks to all the employees of Metro Cash and Carry in India, who, on behalf of whom I am taking this award and who have consistently performed for Metro to be in top places in the retail in top 10. Thank you.
Thank you, Uday. Now, our next winner for Best Workplaces in Retail E-Commerce is Flipkart Internet Private Limited. I now invite Krishna Raghavan, Chief People Officer of Flipkart Internet, to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, GPTW, for the recognition. This is actually a moment of immense pride for all Flipsters, as we call them. The recognition of Flipkart as a great place to work is a validation of our values and culture, which is actually passionately owned and driven by our diverse talent. We take pride in being an employee-centric organization, which keeps the best interest of its employees at the heart of all our initiatives. This is, in fact, the core tenet of our culture. I am so elated to accept this award on behalf of Flipsters and who showcase passion to solve for India first problems and pride in making an impact for millions of Indians. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Krishna. Please put your hands together for Myntra Designs Private Limited. I now invite Sneha Arora, Vice President Human Capital at Myntra Designs, to say a few words.
Thank you, Anupama. Good evening, everyone. I must start by thanking GPTW for the recognition and this opportunity. It's an honor to accept this on behalf of everyone at Myntra. I think our people at Myntra are really the bedrock of our business, and specifically during COVID, it is the resilience of our people which has allowed us to meet our commitments and build trust with our customers and partners. We strongly believe that our people have created this culture, and this recognition reflects how our teams and leaders came together to build a truly people-centric organization that we're all very proud of. Once again, thank you very much, and congratulations to everyone here for building its workplaces which are great. Thank you.
Thank you, Sneha. Congratulations to all our winners this evening. We are proud to unveil the research report authored by Great Place to Work on India's Best Workplaces in Retail 2021. You can download your copy of the report findings by visiting www.greatplacetowork.in/retail. Once again, Congratulations to all our winners this evening. We celebrate each of you for inspiring all of us to keep investing in our people and creating a great place to work for all. Here is presenting to you all the 13 winners in the Wall of Fame.
Thank you everyone for joining us this evening. And I wish you all the very best, and I'm sure we'll continue to stay in touch in the year to come as well. Many congratulations once again, and have a great rest of the day.
Thank you, everyone.